everyone, this is our lecture number 42. In this lecture we study about the two-way slab. In our previous lecture we discussed one-way simply supported slab, one-way continuous slab and problem based on one-way simply supported slab and one-way continuous slab. So here we discuss two-way slab. These 4 points we have discussed in two-way slab. First is definition of two-way slab, second is support condition, third is two-way simply supported slab, and fourth one is restrained two-way slab. After doing this, we have solved one problem based on two-way slab. So first we have discussed this 4 parts: two-way slab, support condition, two-way simply supported slab and restrained two-way slab. So first here I take two-way slab. So in two-way slab you already know, when we discuss in our previous lecture, so we also discuss about the aspect ratio Ly by Lx. Ly by Lx. If Ly by Lx is less than 2, then this slab is known as two-way slab. So same thing we have right here again. So first point in two-way slab is, if the slab is supported on all the 4 edges and Ly by Lx ratio is less than 2, the tendency of the slab is to bend in both directions. Such slab is known as two-way slab. Okay, so if I want to draw the diagram of two-way slab, so it's like that. Here we have provide column, this is our beam. Okay, this we call B1, B1, and this is our B2, B2. This one is Lx and this one is Ly. Lx is the shorter side and Ly is the longer side. Okay, now second point, in case of two-way slab, deflection and bending is less as compared to one-way slab. Therefore, bending moment is also reduced. Because in two-way slab we supported all 4 edges, that's why here deflection and bending is less, therefore bending moment is also reduced in case of two-way slab. Okay, so this is the first point which is over. Now we discuss the second point, support condition. Support condition. Point 2, support condition. Okay, so according to support condition, there are two types of two-way slab. There are two types of two-way slab. One is simply supported and second is restrained slab. Means fixed. So here we have discussed some points which we have given for simply supported and restrained slab. Point number A, in simply supported slab, corners are not held down. Means when we applied load on a beam, then the corners of that slab, when we applied the load on a slab, then the corners of the slab is lifted upwards in case of simply supported. But in restrained slab, corners are held down. Means when we applied load on slab, then corners are fixed in restrained slab. Second one, when slab is loaded, corners are lifted up. Here corners are not lifted up. See, at corners torsion is not produced. At corner torsion is not produced. Here at corner torsion is produced. Means in simply supported case, torsion reinforcement is not required, but in restrained slab, torsion reinforcement is required. D point, edge strip not provided. And here edge strip is provided or are provided. And last point, this slab is designed by IS 456-2000, page number 90, clause number D2, and this one IS 456-2000, page number 90, clause number D1. Okay, so these are the some difference between simply supported and restrained slab. And two-way slab, we have two support condition, and these are the differentiate between them. Okay, now third is the two-way simply supported slab, which is also known as corners are not held down slab. Okay, so these are the difference. Now we discuss the two-way simply supported slab. Third, two-way simply supported slab, in bracket you write corners are not held down or not held down. Okay, so write some sentence. In simply supported two-way slab, when loads are applied, corners are lifted up as there is no torsion produced in the corner. So torsion reinforcement is not provided at corners. Okay, so let's see one diagram for that. This is LX, this is LY. Okay, here we take for 1 meter strip, so this is in LX direction and this is in LY direction, ये 1 meter. Okay, so this we call MX and this we call MY, because this is in long direction and this one is in short direction. This one is the short direction and this one is the long direction. Okay, so this is MY and this is MX. So for the design, 1 meter wide strip of slab is considered. In both the direction. This strip is designed as a beam as per IS 456/2000 page 90 clause D2. MX is equal to alpha x W LX square and My is alpha y W LX square. So these are the formula for finding the MX and My. In case of two-way simply supported slab in which corners are not held down, that's why here torsion reinforcement is not required. Okay, so let's write what is here alpha x, W and Lx. So here or where W is equal to total design load per unit area. Okay, alpha x and alpha y is the coefficient given in table 27 of IS 456/2000. Mx is the moment on strip of unit width spanning along Lx, and My is the same spanning along Ly, and we know that Lx is the shorter span and Ly is the longer span. Okay, so for finding the alpha x and alpha y, you have to visit the IS 456 2000 table number 27. Okay, so these are the formula for finding the moment mx and ny in spanning along the Lx and Ly. Now we see control of deflection for two-way slab also, because control of deflection for two-way slab is different than one-way slab. In one-way slab we have seen that for simply supported case L by D ratio is equal to 20, but here we have given different values for two-way slab. So here we see control of deflection also. So as per IS 456 2000 page number 37 clause number 23.2.1, deflection check for two-way slab is made in similar manner as for one-way slab. However, when shorter span is less than 3.5 meter, calculation is made as under. For two-way slab, for finding L by D ratio, consider Lx. If shorter span Lx is less than 3.5 meter and live load is less than 3 kilonewton per meter square, so for mild steel L by D ratio is taken as, for simply supported 35 and for continuous slab 40. What given in our code, as code say, as per IS 456 2037 clause 23.2.1, deflection check for two-way slab is made in similar manner as for one-way slab. However, when slab is less than 3.5, then we have to use these values, otherwise we have to check deflection as same as one-way slab. Okay, So if shorter span is less than 3.5 meter and live load is less than 3 kilonewton per meter square, in case of mild steel, L by D ratio is taken as for simply supported 35 and for continuous 40 and for continuous 40. This is the case of mild steel. Now if we have HYSD bar, then simply what we have to do means for Fe 415 above value of L by D ratio is multiplied by 0.8, and this is given in IS 456 2000 page number 39. Means you have to multiply these two value with 0.8 for getting the L by D ratio of Fe415 or HYSD bar. So these are the points you have to remember for the control of deflection in the case of two-way slab. Okay. Now our last point, restrained two-way slab. Restrained two-way slab. Restrained two-way slab or corners held down or corners held down. In case of restrained two-way slab, the edges of slab are restrained to the beams. When such slabs are loaded, corners are not lifted up, so producing torsion at each corner. Thus torsion reinforcement is provided at each corner. And here we design this according to IS 456 2000 page number 90 clause number D1. Okay, so maximum bending moment per unit width in a slab. We have given two formula. Mx is equal to alpha x dot w dot lx square and my is equal to alpha y dot w dot lx square. Same formula we have used, but here we have used different condition, because in simply supported case our corners are not lifted up, but in restrained two-way slab our corners are lifted up, but in our restrained case corners are not lifted up, because we restrained our slab between the beams. That's why it is not lifted up, and we have to produce we have to provide torsion reinforcement because torsion is created or produced in such corners. Okay, so this is the formula, but we here used condition is corners are held down. So here alpha x and alpha y coefficient are obtained from IS 456 2000 table number 26. In simply supported case we have see table number 27, but in restrained slab we have to see table number 26 of IS 456 2000. Okay, now we have seen the positive moment and negative bending moment are came at, means if this is your diagram and if this is continue part, means you have continuous slab, this we called Ly, this we called Lx. So positive bending moment coming at center and negative bending moment coming at corners. This we write as first is equal to positive moment at mid span in the short and long span. Second point, this one 2 is the negative moment in the short span, and third is the negative moment at long span. Okay, this is along the short span and this is along the long span. Okay, so there are some provisions made in IS 456 2000 page number 90 clause number D1. So these provisions are: slabs are considered as divided in each direction into middle strip and edge strips. Means in restrained slab we have given provisions for slabs. Slabs are considered as divided in each direction as a middle strip and edge strip, like that. Let's see the diagram. This is our slab and here we divided in middle strip and edge strip, and again we have same diagram. This is our edge strip and this is our middle strip. Okay, this we call Lx, this we call Ly. Sorry, this we call Ly because this is longer and this is shorter, and this we call again Ly and this we call Lx. This is edge strip, middle strip, again edge strip, edge strip, middle strip, edge strip. Okay, this we take Ly by 8 this we take 3 by 4 ly, and this we take again ly by 8. Here we take, this is lx by 8, this we take 3 by 4 lx, and this is lx by 8. So in this way we have divided this slab in two strip, edge strip and middle strip, and this is the portion we have to take for edge strip and middle strip. Ly by 8 when we consider for ly, and if we taken for along the lx, then we have to take lx by 8. Okay. Now second provision is given. Second provision is given. The maximum moment calculated mx and my apply only to middle strip. Okay, second provision we have given, the maximum moment calculated mx and my, it is apply only to middle strip. Third provision we have given, tension reinforcement provided at mid-span shall extend in the lower part of the slab to within 0.25 L of a continuous edge or 0.15 L of a discontinuous edge. Provision number 4 for restraint slab, over the continuous edge of a middle strip, the tension reinforcement shall extend in the upper part of the slab at a distance 0.15 L from the support and at least 50% shall extend to a distance 0.3 L. Means if we design a restraint slab, for that we have some provision is given in our IS 456-2000. This all provision is regarding the tension reinforcement which we have applied for torsion. Means torsion reinforcement for a continuous end and the discontinuous edge we have taken at some distance. Means we have to provide reinforcement at some distance. So these are the provision given for that purpose. Okay, and last provision is given. Provision number 5, provide minimum reinforcement, provide minimum reinforcement in the edge strip as per IS 456 2000 page number 48 clause number 26.5.2.1 for Fe 250 0.15% of cross sectional area, and for F4 Fe 415 0.12% of cross sectional area, and last one for torsion reinforcement. Okay, so in torsion reinforcement, at the corners of slab where two edges are discontinuous, torsion reinforcement is provided in 4 layers. Okay, at the corners of slab where two edges are discontinuous, then torsion reinforcement is provided in 4 layers. I show you in diagram how torsion reinforcement is provided. Let's see, this is one slab. Okay, and here we have these two edges which is discontinuous, means our slab is extend here and here also, and this one we have to design. So here we have provide torsion reinforcement at corner. So here we provide torsion reinforcement. It's look like that. Okay, and this torsion reinforcement is Lx by 5 from this point to this point, Lx by 5 from this point to this point. Okay, this is again Lx by 5, this is Lx by 5, and these two bars, means this bar is 0.75 AST, and this bar also 0.75 AST. Here we taken this bar 0.75 by 2 AST, and this bar also 0.75 by 2 AST, because this part is also belongs to this part, that's why we have to taken half of the 0.75. Same we have to do for that case. Here we taken 0.75 for longitudinal bar and 0.75 for transverse bar. Okay, so in this way we have provided the torsion reinforcement in 4 layers, and this is the way we provide the torsion reinforcement. Okay, and here AST is equal to the maximum area of steel at mid span, maximum area of steel at mid span. Okay, so this is the first point. Second point is, and we have provided torsion reinforcement at Lx by 5 length. Okay, second point is reinforcement in each of 4 layers shall be 3/4 or 75% of maximum steel provided at middle span. Okay, now I rub this diagram and write last 2 points which I have given for torsion reinforcement. Point number 3, at the corners of slab, where one edge is discontinuous, then torsion reinforcement is equal to half that described above shall be provided. Means this is the condition when two edges are discontinuous, and this condition where one edge is discontinuous, then in that case we have to provide equal to half that described above shall be provided, means half of this part. Okay, and last point number 4, torsion reinforcement need not be provided at any corner contained by edges over both of which slab is continuous. Means torsion reinforcement is not provided at any corner contained by edges over both of which slab is discontinuous. Means continuous. If this is the slab and here we also provided slab, here we also provided slab, here we also provided slab, so here we have provided in continuous, so in that case we not provided reinforcement at the corner contained by edges over both, means here, because this is continuous from that portion, but here this is discontinuous, so we have provided torsion reinforcement here. Okay, this is discontinuous, so we have provided this here, so there discontinuous, there we have to provide the torsion reinforcement. Okay, so these are the provisions and rules given in our IS code 456/2000 for two-way slab. So you remember that two-way slab have two support condition, corners are not held down and corners are held down. So now in next lecture we see one problem based on the two-way slab. So if you have any doubt, please comment me in my comment box. Thank you.